Yes,
Hello.
yes. Yes, you are.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me over. And very happy good evening to everybody. My name is Prasanna. I'm a graduate in hotel management and I belong to a family business which involves my father, brother, and mother. I'm 38 years old and I have 17 years of experience in business. Our family owns and operates a hotel by the name Grand Palace Hotel and Spa at Yerkad. I'm a co-founder of Wow Hotels and Resorts along with my brother. We operate a automobile dealership in Salem by the name MSV Royal Enfield. We sell Royal Enfield motorbikes and we service as well. And I am also part of a company which does hotel consulting by the name MSV Hospitality Consultant. And I'm here to talk about some of the best tried and tested tips and tricks of successful family business, which we practice in our own business. This I have compiled in a very simple presentation where I'm going to talk about these intricate tips and tricks which we have applied and seen success. And I'll also be more than happy to answer all your questions towards the end of the presentation and to my best of knowledge. So let's jump start to the slide. All right. So when it comes to family business, assigning roles and responsibilities for the members of the family who are involved in the business is a very, very important task to do, which is something that we should document, put it in writing, make it crystal clear for the members who are involved in the business, and also the employees who are part of the organization. So they know which family member is responsible which task. So it makes their life easy. Otherwise, there'll be a lot of intersection between people on who to report to. If there are like, let's say there are 5 people involved in a family business from the same family. The employees will go bonkers trying to wonder who they should be talking to, who they should be asking for. So it'll just go crazy. So always put your roles and responsibilities, document it, make sure every person involved is clear. Let it be a business which has 5 members or 10 members. Always assign roles and responsibility, which we do. And keep open and good financial data. Now, what do I mean by good financial data and keep it open in the sense? All the members who are involved in the business, the family members, should have a clarity of the fund flow, the expenditure, and every aspect of finance. Now, let's say the members involved in the family business want to scale up, they should not hesitate to hire someone who's an expert in a financial field. It's absolutely okay to entrust the responsibility if you want to scale up. So again, the facts should be very crystal clear and keep it very transparent. And yes, transparency in business. This is something which can make or break the game. So you have to be very transparent about your activities of the business. This goes down to all the members involved in the family business and also the employees. So once there is utmost transparency, nobody is ambiguous, nobody has an insecurity, nobody feels unsure about what is happening in the organization. So we should just keep it transparent. I mean, different business, or it can be a service business, it can be a business which sells product, but transparency is very, very important. And again, we apply this in our businesses. Again, consistency is the key. Your success lies in your daily habit. It's not something you do overnight in a Rajinikanth movie. You know, one song he becomes a rich man. Life doesn't work that way. So whatever you do on a consistent basis, be it anything. So if you are in a business, let's say you decide to have a weekly meeting with the team of 5 people you have or 10 people you have, make it a custom. So on Monday, I have a meeting with my team member. Means I think everybody should assemble for the team meeting, and agenda for the meeting should be explain the previous day, and vice versa. Let's say you have a routine of doing a closing meeting at the end of the day with your team member. Do it. Or if you have a habit of doing the profit and loss statement once a month, do it once a month. So it should be a consistent effort. Overnight you cannot make any changes. It's a little things you do every day that makes you a big man one day. And yes, this is a classical situation I've seen in many business. uh, the family owned business is a very emotionally driven entity in many places. I mean, I'm not saying everybody does that. So sometimes they are obligated to hire a relative who is not qualified. Now, you are not doing a favor to them, you are killing your business. Sorry for me to have used this word, but that's what you do. So, when they are not qualified, you should not take it. Business is never done emotionally. If you think they are not qualified, give them an opportunity to learn, adapt, put them on a training process, and then take them back into the organization. Because hiring a person who's not qualified is going to demoralize the one who's qualified and is employed with you, because the relative is going to have an upper hand in the organization. So don't do that mistake. So the successful organizations which run with a family setup don't hire relatives who are not qualified. And yes, so let's say there's a family business consisting of 4 or 5 family members. Now, it's okay not to look into certain aspects for everybody. So, identify the strength. For instance, a business which has a husband and wife involved, the husband may not be good with numbers. So, it's okay not to get into the number game. Let your spouse handle the number game if she's confident to handle the number game. I'm talking about the finance and expenditure. So identify the strength and don't try to don't try to learn it the hard way initially. Once you're confident about the business activities, let's say if it's a new business or if it's a new transformation in the field that you're working in, so it's okay to let someone who is strong in area to handle it. So identify the strength and then assign the role. So that's going to make everybody's life easy, and of course the profitability is going to get better. And yes, so this is the fundamental rule of someone who keeps improving and who keeps getting better every passing day. They keep learning new things. So this I would not just say for family business. It can apply for anybody. It can apply for a student. It can apply for a professional. It can apply for a housewife. Anybody. So we have to keep learning. In fact, my good friend Sabrish told me that if you start, learning new things, a part of your brain which sleeps wakes up. It seems so. You're going to power up your brain, and it's going to get energized. It's going to get active. So imagine you're capable of doing much more than what you already do. So keep learning new things, and you can always learn things which can bring money to your business and improve you as a person, because the best investment you ever do to yourself is investing in yourself. Yes, a family which runs a successful family business constantly empowers the next generation. This is exactly what my father did to me and my brother. So that's why we are here. So they always foresee how things are going to turn up in the future. They always try to be one step ahead. Your job as a family business owner is to empower the next generation if you wish to continue doing the business, which I believe you should. So once you empower them from an early stage, they start seeing things in a different perception. So that is a fundamental key. This happened in my life and my brother's life. So I think I can vouch for that. And yes, work as a team. So teamwork always works, they say. So again, this is something we believe in. So try to complement each other, encourage your family members' success, celebrate their success. Trust me, it works like magic. When you start celebrating the success of your team member, they just go from strength to strength. So it just keeps getting better for them, and it's going to be a win-win and a value addition for your organization. So always work as a team. So there is no one man's glory. And avoid overpaying family members. So this is a temptation business owners have towards a corporation where there are people from the family work. So this can actually demoralize employees who are not from the family and are working in your concern. Now they are going to feel sidelined and they're going to feel demotivated, and it's not ethically right. Any business which has ethics would not do this. So when I've spoken to many successful family business which has lasted over centuries, I'm sorry, decades, they don't prioritize a pay package only for the family member which is higher than what they deserve. And yes, never take work home. But trust me, I am still trying to master this art. My wife and daughter keeps telling me not to bring work home, but I still do it. But yes, in a matter of time, I've decided I won't take work home unless I'm working from home. So I think that's all right. So yeah, so when you tend to take work home, your mind is going to be cluttered and your productivity is going to go down, and you're going to live with the guilt that you're not going to spend time with your family members and you are constantly thinking about work. And once you get back to work again, you could probably thinking of home there. So try to have a timeline, time frame, a task list, which I follow every day. I have a task list which I decide and I try to complete it before the end of the day during my work time. Yes. Set simple and clear expectations when you're in a family business with a relative to keep the harmony in the family and in the business. Now, when the expectation is not crystal clean, the result will not be crystal clean. So it's like a dish. What you put in, what you get out. So give written, simple, clear expectation of what you expect from a family member. Be it a monetary, it could be a revenue target, it could be a task, it should be measurable, you should be able to count it. So make it very simple so they understand and you as a person understand. So all of us, all the people involved in the business are clear about what is expected out of them. Be flexible, but not flexible enough so people break you when you try to adapt. So be flexible to accept new changes, be flexible to bring in new customs into the organization, be flexible to bring in practices into your organization, be flexible when a young member of your family brings in an idea, or be flexible when the senior most person with a vast experience comes and prompts a mistake that is happening. Try to be flexible, don't be too rigid. Yes, the audience is from the business stream and from the student. So I'm just keeping it very generic. If it's a student, I'll probably tell them a different thing altogether. If it's people from the business background, I'm going to tell them a different thing altogether. But since it's a mix, I'll just tell for the business background people and the students. If it's a student, give give respect to the seniors. If you are joining your father's business or uncle's business, they have seen it all, except Corona, of course. So they will know how to handle a situation. Likewise, for the business owners, when they bring their children into the business, be a little flexible with them. Give them a room to play with. Room in the sense, I'm not talking about a civil room. Space to play with. Give them a little freedom to act upon their tasks or whatever they wish to implement. Give them an opportunity, and you will see magic happening. Yes. Now, this is something financial sacrifice during testing times. Now, business families do this all the time. Any business family which has lasted more than 3 generations would have done this financial sacrifices. And one such time is the time now, Corona time. Now, many business owners I know have paid out of pocket to take care of the expenditures of the business, where many corporates have said sorry for paying their salaries or rents or any dues. Now, now this is going to go a long way. Once things get back to normal, the commitment the team or the landlord have towards these family business will be phenomenally high, because they have been ethically right and they have sacrificed their own savings to keep the business running. So this is something business owners should be ready to do. Right. Fruits of the initiative may be enjoyed by others who are idle in business. So it could be a large family business with 7 to 10 people involved in the business. So there could be a member, one or two, who may not be adding to the productivity, but they would be taking home the profits. Now, this can get you frustrated. But look at it this way, there are two things. Number one, the more you worry about it, the more you're going to regret and not be happy about doing your task. In the process, your performance is going to go down, your productivity is going to go down, and the result is going to go down. Now, from my experience, there is no limit to what you can achieve. I'll repeat this, there's no limit to what you can achieve as long as you don't care who gets the credit. Now, the ones who are involved in bringing the money into the business over the ones who are idle within the family, I meant. Now, they are going to become true leaders. They are going to be the best problem solvers, and they are going to be the go getters. Now, you in the process are going to become a refined, excellent business owner, which is your asset, and it's going to get stronger within you. So, don't fuel the thought if at all you have an idle family member. And another side to this, it's better to have an idle family member who's enjoying the fruit of the business than someone who is being a sore thumb in the business. So I think in a way it's a blessing in disguise. But let's hope there is no one idle in any of the businesses we all run. Yes, involve women in the family business to benefit. This is something many business owners overlook, but I believe women are most committed, hardworking, and very focused and never fickle minded like some of the men, I would say. I don't want to hate men altogether. So, yes. So, if there is a woman in your family who is willing to be part of the family business, my humble request is please welcome them into your business. They can bring in phenomenal change into your business. The kind of commitment you see from women is mind blowing. Even in our organization, we really encourage women to join the team, because we've seen how dedicated they are, how committed they are, and they are so focused. You give them a task, you will get result. If they don't deliver a result, that means they didn't understand the task that was delivered to them. I have not seen unfocused or fickle-minded women working in our organization. Using heritage as a tool. Now, this is, I would like to share a story of a vendor who sells utensils in Chennai. Has been doing it for almost 50 years, and slowly his business started going down because there were a lot of other stores that was mushrooming around his stores. So people were all trying to opt out and go into the new store. So this owner was getting really demoralized. And one fine day, he happens to talk to a friend explaining that I'm going to shut down the business because things have not been really great, like how it used to be when my father was running the business. Things have changed. The market is different. It's all Amazon and Flipkart. Now this friend really didn't want him to do it. They're childhood friends. So they walk in together, and then suddenly he stumbles upon an old board lying in one corner of the shop. He's like, "What is this?" And the owner of the shop says, "It's an old board which my grandfather used." So they pick it up and see it says established in 1934. Now, in the whole street, this gentleman's store is the only store which has lasted 80 long years. Now, no money can get you that status. If any of your business has a heritage, love it, go hug it, market it, show it to the world. Now, that is going to make you look like someone who is outlasted time. So, this friend requested him to make it large and put it in the front, and things changed. Of course, he had to do a little bit of refurbishment of the store because he was totally demotivated. Now, if you have a heritage in your family, use it. I think that's something that is the real asset your forefathers have left behind for you. So yes, so think about it. It could be anything. It could be a logo. It could be a product. It could be anything. If you have a picture of in Salem, I remember walking into Annapurna restaurant, the one. I don't know how many of you are from Salem, but we have a restaurant called Annapurna opposite to Fairlands Police Station. There's a picture of the owner of Annapurna. I don't know the name, but he's serving food to Mr. MGR. Now, he had framed the picture. Now, when I walk in, I could relate this place to something that has lasted time and it's very authentic and who's been there and who must be knowing the trade so well. Now, imagine what magic he's brought in just by framing a picture of himself serving food to Mr. MGR. So, use it in your trade. And the founder's vision and mission is something we should always grab onto because the founder of your family business, whichever you're running, he definitely must have had a vision and mission. Else, if you're not the founder of your business, I'm talking about the ones who's been in the second generation or third generation, the founder must have had a vision and a mission which has taken him this far. So try to see what kept him going. Try to see what prompted him to come up with the product or service that is being sold today. So you could take the essence of it and do it. I could just quote so many people. Reliance is one such thing, and TMA Pi Foundation is one such thing. I mean, the founders had such a beautiful vision, and the generation today keeps promoting it. And a succession plan. So a succession plan is a must for a family business, and the torch should be passed on to the younger generation in a written statement with utmost clarity, with everybody's knowledge, and it's best to not prolong it when the existing generation believes that they may not be able to take this business further. And when it's done in the presence of the existing generation to the younger generation, the transition is going to be smooth and they are going to back the younger generation in trying to handle the show. And they know they can always guide them if at all they sway from the path. Professional management in family business. Now, family business does not have to be a man managed business all the time. It should be a professionally managed business, even if it's family. Many times I see a family managed business where the family members are involved in the day-to-day activities, which is good. You have utmost control. Your cost is low. Your salary cost is going to go down. All that is very nice, but even that could be run in a very professional way. Professional management always adds value to the customer's experience. Forget adding cost to your concern. So it's going to add to your customer's experience and the product quality. So how do you make your profession, your family business a professional? You could be having a grocery store. You could be running a small industry. You could be running a service industry. You could be running a travel agency. Be it anything, it can be run professionally. Now, how do you understand how to run your business professionally? You would have industry leader in your own stream. See what they are doing. Try to understand what they are doing. Now, you cannot overnight become them, but you can try to understand what they did when they were you. So you will have to walk the path. You cannot become Rajinikanth by trying to say a punch dialogue in one movie. You have to do what Rajinikanth did before 30 years when he entered the movie industry. How loyal he was, how dedicated he was, how hardworking he was, how obedient he was to the director. So all these attributes. So you can run it professionally, and I personally recommend it should be run professionally. And that's a picture from one of our business. It's a Grand Palace. It's the Grand Palace Hotel and Spa, Yakar. And clear business goal and vision. Now, clear business goal. What do we mean by this? It means who's your target audience? What is the profit you're looking for? Who do you want to sell the product to? What is your purpose of being in the business? Now, if you've not asked these questions to yourself, it's time. Put it in writing. You don't want to show it to anybody, fair enough. Keep it to yourself. But understand what's your goal. When you know where you have to travel, your vehicle will go fast. This is what my father always tells. So once you're clear, you will run in the path. When you are unclear, you would not know if you have to run or you have to walk or you have to be cautious. So make a clear goal, have a clear vision, and take it up. Okay, this is a beautiful statement my brother always keeps telling me. You spend money to earn money. Now, every rupee you spend in business should be spent towards making money. I'll repeat this. Every single rupee you spend in business should only be spent towards earning money back. You do not spend money to please your ego. You do not spend money to make yourself look good. You do not spend money to make yourself look good to the competitor. Do it, but keep it in mind. Now, let's say you're putting a beautiful photo frame costing few thousand. Now, if you think your customer is going to have a good image, do it. Am I breaking? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, please continue.
Thank
You're
you.
audible.
Yes. So every rupee should be spent towards earning money back into the business. Think before spending any money in your business. And situation today is come to a state where we have to be really cash tight to keep it very profitable in the business. And if it does not bring money back to the business, don't spend that rupee. Yes, sell yourself before you sell the product. I don't know how many of you in your 40s and 50s are in the attendees, but I would tell you a very quick small story. Before 20 years, every street corner in India would have a small petty shop. We never used to go to the malls to shop. There was no door delivery. So we would walk to the petty shops close by, which would be run by a local person who we would probably know by name. Now, when I go to buy a Colgate paste, my mother would give me money and send me to buy a paste. So I go give 10 rupees and say, give me a Colgate paste. Now that person would tell me, don't take this. It's not good. I'll give you a Pepsodent. I'll blindly take it because the simple reason I trust the vendor who is two streets away from my house or who lives in the same street where I am. So he's made the sale before even he showed me the product. So if you walk into a bank to take a loan, don't dress up like you're going to take a loan. Dress up like how you're going to dress up like as though you're going to buy the bank. Now present yourself to the customer like you are going to make this sale happen. So present yourself. Half the sale is done when you present yourself right, and then the rest of the half happens automatically. And yes, even if you're in a family business, sorry, did I hear something? Hello?
Prasanna, you can continue.
Yes. So, any family business, even if it is a monopoly business, we should always target at offering a fair price. Now, when I say fair price, I'm not talking about a cheap price ever. You could be buying a product for 10 rupees and selling it for 50. That's fine. But make sure it's a fair price because it's a global market today. Now, customers can always find out the same product's price in different cities. So try to give a fair price. When you don't give a fair price, being a monopoly, they will keep buying it from you. But a day will come when there's a competitor, trust me, they will just backstab you. So always keep a fair price and try to win the customer's trust in the process. I breathe this. Always stand for integrity in the business, be honest, and have strong moral principles. Now, you have to have high moral principles. Definitely. Because as a family business owner, when you don't have this, you cannot expect your team to do it. Like how Mahatma Gandhi said, be the change you want to see in people. So when you imagine you are honest and you have strong principles, now what is your team going to do? What is your other relatives who are younger than you who's going to be involved in the business with you is going to do? They are just going to follow you. Now imagine if everybody is honest and everybody has strong integrity and moral value. Imagine the quality of the team that you have. They're going to deliver phenomenal result, and the customer is going to be very happy with the company or the firm, whatever you're running. So always keep this in mind. I'm sorry, I jumped a slide. Yes, so evolve with the change in business. The ones who are not ready to change will not last the test of time. We've seen this in many places personally. So I would like to stress upon that. So try to be adaptable for the change. Change is the only thing that won't change. So anytime there is a social situation, there's an economical change, there is a upgrade in the software, there is a change in the uh, customer demand, we cannot be strong and hard and say this is what my grandfather did, this is what my father did, this is how I'm going to be. It doesn't work. What works is what customer needs at that given point of time. So they need immediate result, they need immediate product, and they want to change. They see something on the internet and you don't have it in your store, they're not going to trust you. They're going to see a service available with a firm and they come to you for the service and you don't have it, they're not going to come to you again. So keep evolving with change. And keep family issues out of office, keep work at office. Many times family businesses try to discuss the family issues at home, and in the process the workflow gets affected. So it's a strict no. Whatever issues you have, put it in a folder, put it elsewhere at your home place. So when you come, your mind has to be clear. You're there to take care of your customers. You're there to be a leader. You're there to deliver the good result what your team needs. You're there to motivate your team. So do not bring family issue. It is going to drain you. And yes, this is something that we see in many times. Make it optional for the family member to be part of the business. So if a family member does not look forward to joining the business and you drag them into the business, successful families don't do this, but you drag them into the business. Now they are not going to be passionate about the business. And when they are not passionate about the business, they are not going to deliver the result that has to be delivered. And when the result is not delivered, you know what happens. Now, this is one side of the story. Now, the other side of the story is when they are not passionate and they don't deliver the result, imagine the ones who are motivated and who are working with you, be it the family member or an employee. Now, what is going to happen to their morale? So they are going to feel demotivated, and you're going to spoil their productivity as well. So, yes, don't force anybody to be part of the business if they don't wish to be. I think that's a wise thing to do for their benefit and for the business benefit. And yes, like how I already insisted, we should divide roles and responsibility. When it comes to small, intricate little things, when you're entrusted to a family member, let them do it. Trust them. You have given them the role means you've trusted them. So I think you should go with the faith. When you trust people, they deliver. When you don't trust people, they don't deliver. That is a topic for another time, about which I'll be doing another session. So trust them and give the task to them and they'll deliver. Yes, there could be some major big decision in the business which needs everybody's involvement. That could be done on a periodic basis when you all sit together for a meeting, which again should be a systematic process. So there you can take up. So when it's small, trivial things, let them handle it. Divide the roles, give the responsibility, and just look for the result and the financial figures. And yes, establish clear and regular method of communication. This has to be the name of the game within the team. So you have to give clear and regular method of communication. Keep it a periodic one, have a weekly one, or have it on a daily basis, or have it once in a month. So any instruction given within the family members, within the team members, should be very clear and crisp. For example, if I should quote you something, um, Okay, let's say since we are from a hotel industry, I'll take a hotel example. Now, let's say we decide to launch a new food. There's something called plantain paratha, which we sell in our hotel. So when we launched this, we made sure every department in the hotel and every member in the team was briefed about it. Instruction was given. They were told how the product looks like, and we put posters about it in our restaurants and in our websites. So what happened was when a guest walked into a hotel, he was even if he walked into the front office team at the reception and asked for plantain paratha, they were able to tell him what it is. So it should be as simple as that. Treat a family business like a business. Family harmony is important, but not at the cost of business. Many times, to keep the family harmony going, people take don't take right decision in the business. In the process, it affects the business. That is a different setup. This is a different setup. Do not drag family into the business or business into the family. So you have to have a clear mindset. In business, what matters is your customers, your employee. They matter. So keep the team intact, keep your customers happy. Family harmony can get affected in some major decisions we take in business, but yes, I think with a sane mind, we should, as a family member, should sit together and talk and sort it out. And you hire a business relative into the business, a cousin, a family member, or anybody, put their task and relationship in writing. What would they get out of it? Because many times family members are taken into business and they believe they're going to get an X number as a remuneration. When they get a Y number as a remuneration, they are demotivated or disappointed and they don't wish to leave. So always keep it crisp and clean, give it in writing, give their task, and tell what they will get out of the business and their responsibility. Oh, yeah. Never provide a job out of sympathy to a family member relative. Never do this. This is deathbed. Always look for knowledge and skill before you recruit a member. And personally, if you ask me, more than anything else, I look for the attitude. So if the attitude is right, you can always train them for the knowledge and skill, but not within the organization. Give them a training time, let them learn the job, let them learn the skill, and then do it. So no sympathy. If you start sympathizing for a family member tomorrow, you will have to sympathize for yourself. So don't give yourself that option. And when a relative is dragged into the business, I'm sorry, joins the business, uh, draw clear management line. Now, what do I mean by clear management line? Now, when a relative joins in, they usually try to be a little stern with the employees of the team to gain authority over them, who may not be reporting to them. Now, that is a big no-no. So they should be spoken and trained and explained about the hierarchy in the organization, and they should only give instructions to the people who are reporting to them. And it's okay to seek outside professional advice. And this is a beautiful thing which many new age business families are doing today, which is the reason they are scaling up. And there are consultants, there are professionals, there are advisors. So they can, in an emotional family web kind of a scenario, a fresh idea may not really come out. With seven relatives in the family, they will just hesitate to bring it onto the table for lack of enthusiasm, or maybe it can just get snapped at. So it's always best to get a outsider who's a professional in your field and ask him for implementation and systems and practice. So it really helps. We hire a lot of professional in our business. Fivers is one such thing we've done. We've had consultants come over. So lot of professional support we take. We take internal auditors from outside for our business accounting purpose. So it is something that has actually helped us evolve from where we were. Young family members definitely require outside experience first before joining business, because if they don't have the experience, it's going to be really tough on them to win over the team. When they are sent out to a different industry, it's okay to send them to a stream which is not in line with yours also, but it's best to go to the same line. So they will understand how the business works and how people are, how employees think, how owners treat employee, what is their mindset. So when they step into your business, they're going to have both the perception, and with this they will be able to create a wonderful mindset and a good strategy for the business. And this is a picture of the awards we've received at Grand Palace Hotel and Spa. Now, this why I'm showing this to you is, now we should always document the achievements and journey of achievements by the team and display it for the employees. Now it is going to really motivate your team because they are the ones who's brought in this recognition for your organization. So display their performance. These awards are not for the owners; it's for the team who's got it. So display to them, and the existing employee is going to be really motivated to perform better. And when this is displayed in the organization, any new employee who joins the company or comes for an interview, if he's going to look at this, I have another picture. Yeah, see, this is an award we received. Again, this is the team from Grand Palace, award for best 5S hotel. So again, we have displayed this in our social media. We have displayed this in our hotel. So any new employee who joins the organization gets to see this. Again, if you see, none of the owners were involved in this award receiving ceremony. It was all the team member. So we sent them, we got them. So they became the ambassadors. And again, this is the awards we received in 2 calendar years, if I remember right. This is the first 5S award, as the first Grand Palace was the first 5S implemented hotel in the country, and that was the award we got. This was, I think, before 2 years or 3 years, sorry. And this was our 50th anniversary celebration, and that's my father and that's my brother giving out awards for the best performers in the year. So recognize the team, display this, let every team member know that you care for them, which all the business owners do. They genuinely care, but they don't know how to show it to them. Remuneration is not the only thing people look for. They look for encouragement. They look for being treated superior to what they are. So give them the deserved recognition. So these were all the awards given to them during the annual day based on their. We have a lot of categories with which we keep giving awards. This is our Royal Enfield showroom, and that again, that's my brother giving out gift to the best performer for the month. So we also try to have categories in which we give people a task, and based on that, we give them awards in the month end based on their performance. Again, this is a bike delivery given at our Royal Enfield showroom, MSV Royal Enfield. So we again document all this. This is again, we put it in our social media. So again, the team members who are standing there, now, no matter where they go for their lifetime, this is going to be displayed in our social media page, and they're going to feel really good. So we like to encourage them because it's their hard work. And this is one of our other business by the name Wow by Sunils. Again, that's my brother giving out gift to the chef who happened to be the best chef of the best employee of the month. You all would have seen if you walked into KFC restaurant or McD, you would see the chef of the day plastered on the wall. Now why would they do this? It is they really want to celebrate the contribution done by the employees to the customers, and in the process the employee is going to just outperform his capacity and he's just going to keep getting better. So I think all family owners should encourage the team and try to give them opportunities to showcase their talent and document it. And with that, I come to the end of the slide. Now this is the topmost tip I would like to give you, more than all the tips I've ever given all of you are viewing this. If you really want to be successful family business, yes, you have to be in top physical condition. Now, what do I mean by top physical condition? You have to be healthy. Now, health is wealth. A healthy body has a healthy mind, and a healthy mind can give you anything you ever desired and wanted. So, yes, so look for something, play a sport, play a game, get into yoga, get into workout, anything you enjoy. Go for a running, go for a walk, go for a jog. But yes, keep moving. So with that, I come to the end of the slide. And this is a session, The Secret, which I would be taking on the 30th May by 6 p.m. This is a book. It talks about the law of attraction to attain the best health, wealth, and anything you desire in life. You have to follow the secret. This has been practiced by some of the great achievers in the world. So I think that's what I'm going to be talking about 5 days from now. So I would like all of you to join the session as well and get benefited. Well, I did. So with that, I would like to close my session. So to the moderator, please.
Thank you, Prasanna. Dear participants, I have sent a certificate link in the chat box. Please fill in the certificate link before leaving out leaving out this webinar. And in case you are having any queries, please post it in the chat box so that the presenter will answer your queries. Please do not leave the webinar without filling out the certificate link in case you are really interested in certificate. So if you have any queries, please post it in the chat box. Prasanna.
Yes.
Hi, Prasanna. Please share your experience before joining Grand Palace and Spa.
Yes, I did my hotel management, and then I did work in few hotels before that for a few months, but I didn't extensively work because we started the construction of the hotel. So I was involved in the construction stage itself. So I was there from the scratch. So that's how I started off. In fact, after college, I came straight to work after a few months. So that's how it happened.
Right. Thank you, Prasanna. So anyone is having any queries, please? How to identify the family business?
I didn't get the question very clearly. How to identify the
family business? When your family is running your business.
Okay. Correct. So any business which has family member involved in the business for the day-to-day activity, it is a family business. It could be 2 people, 3 people. So basically, family members coming together and working together is called a family business.
Prasanna, please do.
Kamalakana, I have one query.
Yes, sir.
Actually, in all the business, the marketing part is making a main role, right? So how we can handle that particular part, marketing?
I guess the presenter will answer it.
It's a good question. See, again, marketing. May I ask what business are you from?
No. I am in Sona College in engineering. I am in IT department, David. Why I am asking this, we are doing many R&D work, we are manufacturing product and all, but the main part we are lagging in the marketing and advertising the thing. Whatever we are offering new course or something, we know the value, but we are lagging in somewhere else. That is why I am asking about the marketing.
No, I would like to answer the question, but before that, I would want to know what is that you are trying to sell, your product or your service or your course?
Our service, first of all, our service.
What service?
Service means something, a course, a short-time course, 1-month course, some online course.
Okay, let me just give you a classical example. I forgot the name of the TV channel. Okay, there was a retirement. This channel talks about all these. I'm not getting the name. Wait, let me just. So all these bhajans, what people listen to in temples, and what's the channel called? I'm not getting the channel's name. So basically, it's a very spiritual channel. Okay, the channel was about spirituality. So they showed things about temple and things on those lines. Now there was a plot promoter who had come up with a plot for retired people. And he didn't go to any big channel. This was a very small time channel. So he identified that his target audience happened to be the ones who are retired. So he went straight to this channel, which was promoting spiritual things, and posted an ad. And in a matter of 1 month, all his plots got sold out because his target audience was there. So whatever you're trying to sell, you have to find out who your target audience are and try to market it at that space, because wherever you lose something, you have to search there. You can't go search elsewhere.
Thank you.
Prasanna, actually, we do have a challenge here. Like we understand the value of the course or service that we offer, but from the customer point of view, how to make them feel the value of the service?
Your past customers are your brand ambassadors and marketers. So if whoever has taken your service in the past, if they are happy with it, trust me, half the marketing job is done. Without zero expenditure, they will go singing about you. So whatever you sold, make sure they are happy. Take feedback from them. Find out where you have not delivered to their expectation. Now that is why they have not gone singing about your service. Our customers should sing. They should sing the loudest song possible.
So you
Then
are speaking
customers will-
about like testimonials, something like that.
Exactly, testimonials. And if they don't wish to give testimonial, that means that service, whichever we are selling, maybe we have to improve in that area. And if everybody is giving excellent testimony and they're extremely happy, but still you're not able to find prospective customers, means your product has lost its demand. It's time to evolve and adapt and change to the market need.
Right, thank you. And there's a question from Bala Pujita. And what will be the biggest challenge for new entrepreneurs, someone who aspire to do business?
Nothing. If you have the right mindset, absolutely nothing. Sky is the limit. There is no challenge. Learn
Right,
from experts. Learn from experts. Please try to, whichever business you want to be in, try to understand who's the market leader in the business. Try to follow them. Today, you have internet. You can understand what they're doing in the company, how they've grown, how they've evolved. Read books. Readers are the leaders. So buy books for the business which you're going to do. It'll be an essence. It's an essence of what the readers have accumulated over 20 years. I'll recommend a book called Rich Dad and Poor Dad. That book changed my mindset towards making money. You can make money from nothing, is what the author says, and please read it. I recommend that book.
Right. There is another question from Niveda Shri AP. Hello, sir. Good evening. Entrepreneurs by inheritance come out really well on one hand. On the other hand, they tend to be lethargic and let the business go dull due to their less serious efforts. What would you suggest for entrepreneurs by inheritance to do initially when they get into the business? For instance, what were the few things you did initially as soon as you took up your family business?
Pay them a salary for the work they do.
I guess you can see the question in your chat box also.
I'm seeing it. Okay, I'm answering the question. Okay.
Okay.
Now, these entrepreneurs who are lethargic about the business and let it slide away are the ones who are not motivated, or who feel they could be overqualified. There could be a lot of social and economical reasons. So if they are inside, give them a clear. In fact, one of the slides I'd explained that you have to give a clear instruction to them of what is expected of them, and tell them that they will get a remuneration for the effort they put in, because the motivation in business is the money. Many times when young generation join the business, they don't get money. I mean, the seniors keep saying that it's all yours. Now, it's all yours is fair enough. It's a beautiful statement to give. But the question that they keep asking is, it's all mine after you're gone. So don't make them wish for you to go. I mean, I'm talking about the seniors. So when they are still in the business, give them a small remuneration, and that will keep them going. And have a periodic audit done by the seniors in the business, and pinpoint the flaws in the business done by the younger generation. And again, put them through a process of training before they join the business. Now, if the younger generation is not ready to any of this, that simply means they are not interested, they're being dragged into the business. Let them not be there.
Right. Thank you, Prasanna. So any more questions, any more queries? Otherwise, we'll close the session. Right. Prasanna, thank you
Thank
for
you,
coming.
Kamal.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Rondal.
Yeah.
We'll sign out.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.